Hi everyone, it's me Ava, aka Kaisa. I hope everyone had a magnificent holiday, and I also hope that you're surviving it. If in-laws and family members and everything is filling your houses and your homes and your sacred space, your fortress of solitude now has become a haven for all. I get it, but these are the things that we're experiencing as humans. So enjoy. All right. So I'm back with you with another dream message. And this one is called Time of Atonement whilst in Atonement. And the importance of this is two things are going on at this simultaneously between the awakened twins and the unawakened twin. And this dream, I woke up with anxiety. Now, this is a big deal because I don't have anxiety. I said, well, who's this? Remember I said always check in? Always check in. So I said, well, whose anxiety is this? And I was told that it was my twin's anxiety. Evidently, he's getting a lesson in something. I said, well, send it back. Okay. Now, that's something I want to talk to you real quick before we get started into this as well. I know that we're supposed to be healing our twins and different things of that nature. But if you're not in full alignment with yourself and you don't have it quite all together for yourself, if you deal with anxiety yourself, you need to check yourself first. You can't help somebody else heal if you haven't healed yourself, right? So let's look self-love. Remember, this is what this journey is all about. It's about self-love, self-worth, self-esteem. Right? So love yourself first. Check yourself. Say, you know what? This is not mine. And if you think about it, they need to, your unawakened twin must experience this, or he's not going to learn, or she's not going to learn their lesson. It took us some time to get where we are, and we struggled alone. Okay? The time to support the twin that's unawakened is done. Now, before you start talking to everybody else and putting me in the timeout corner, hear me out. They have been resisting for so long until universe is stepping in and shaking things up, on purpose. In their lives, they must experience this shakeup and upheaval, this earthquake underneath their feet, just as we did, or else they won't receive the lessons that they're supposed to. You understand? They're supposed to feel every single bit. It's okay to pray for your twin. It's okay to, hope to give them some strength, but do not accept any of their pain. Do not accept any of their addiction, feelings of addiction towards anything. Do not allow that to come in and disturb your inner peace. We must, as awakened twins, be the strong ones to show the spirituality of ourselves. If we come down to their vibration, we're not going to be lifting them up as that what we're supposed to do. Our vibrations are rising every day. So what that means is that we're supposed to put our hand out to them when they're ready to help lift them up to where we are. Okay, we're not descending. This is not called dissension. This is called ascension. So remember that, okay? Their healing is their healing in process. What you can do is say, you know what, universe, source, whomever you wish, say, you know what, I would like for them to have the strength to endure the lessons they must encounter, okay? Now, I know that's a new thing to hear, but if you sit in that thought for just a moment and realize that if someone, that's what happened with you. But if someone had said that to you, you would have understood it a little better. Instead of like, why is this happening to me? All right. Let's become strong in ourselves so we can be strong for the unawakened twin when they return. Okay. As they're not coming to us, the fear that they have, and I'm getting a little bit off, but not too much off what I'm supposed to be speaking about. This spirit coming through right now. So what we're supposed to be doing is lifting up. Okay. We're not supposed to be breaking down. If we keep dropping to their level, and then we're not what they fear. They fear our strength. They fear our light. They fear what we can't see in ourselves. And that's what we're supposed to develop. That's what we're supposed to embrace. Okay? And if we don't do that, then we can't teach them how. Or anyone else for that matter that comes to us, right? Okay. All right, we're already starting off with a lesson, and I haven't even gotten to what I was going to say. So let me get to it. How about that? This message is definitely from Spirit today. Okay? This dream was intense, but I'm not going to give details to that because it's not necessary. All right. For all twins, twin flames, and all light workers are assisting the world in their ascension through UnityChristConsciousness. So, right now, we're all gathering ourselves together. We're all starting. So, if we were to look down upon ourselves, we would have little lights. Let's just say, all right, this is not exact, but just picture this. Little lights all around. Everybody holding up a little candle, let's say, right? But amongst those holding a little candle, you'll see little candles with special color. And that would be the twin flame, right? But the light is still the light, okay? Like I was saying, we're not supposed to go down to these people in the matrix or 3D level. We're supposed to be lifting up and showing them this is how you ascend. We're up here. Not that we're better than anybody else. We just chose to do this when we came down here, before we came down here. Okay, let's not, there's such thing as spiritual ego as well. So you want to check that. Okay. Etheric twins are happy because more twins frequencies are shifting into synched calibration. Okay. Etheric twins evidently are twins on the other side. Simple. Other side of the veil. Okay. They're happy. So they're all excited on the other side of the veil about what's going on, because they can see the shift that's going on between the twins. We can't see that. Remember the light? If we were looking down and we were on the other side or whatever, then they would see that, hey, you know what? We can see this little light is going to this little light. This one is being drawn to this light, and that one's being drawn to that light. Imagine that, right? Just the thought of it gives me chills. I'm so excited myself because I saw it. You know what I mean? I can see it as I'm talking to you. And it's on the other side, they know that a lot of unions are coming into fruition soon. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be another year when let's talk about 2 or 3 for most of the twins. And they've been on this journey for so long. All right? Okay. Synced calibration. Just real quick, let me tell you what that is. And I'm giving you a layman's term for it. Synced calibration is simply on the same frequency. There are some gifted people out there that can adjust frequencies. I don't personally know any, so I can't even suggest them, but you could go and look for them. So anyway, they can adjust the frequency so that your twin can find your frequency. And that's how that works on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they get lost or whatever, but that's a little more in-depth detail. But that's what they mean. That means that you may be, let me see, you may be way across another side of the world, like some twins are, remember? And another one is on the other side of the world. So they finally come together. And they're like, oh, I can find the frequency. I can find the frequency. So they're going to get in attunement and alignment. And then that's what's going to cause the chain reaction to find each other in that happenstance. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Twins are now opening up and speaking their truth and expressing their feelings in all types of relationships. Bravo. Bravo. Spirit, universe, everybody on the other side can see the whole big picture of us as a collective. And they're noticing that we're really, really working and striving. Evidently, this holiday season has been a big plus. And we get some happy face stickers from universe because we're working on mending those relationships, releasing all that crap. And me personally, I'm proud of everybody because I know I can feel and see what universe is talking about. So I can just, again, bravo, yay, hang in there, keep doing what you're doing because it's working. All right. On another note, a lot of twins are ignoring spirit clairaudience, not your imagination. What's that about? Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, I'm going to read it again. Ignoring spirit clairaudience, not your imagination. Okay. In the description box below, I have included a video that I believe comes about 98% close to the truth of how this sounds, of how clairaudience works and what it sounds like. A lot of people, you hear your own voice when you're answering or talking to yourself in your mind. It doesn't mean there's your imagination. Okay, a lot of you guys don't know what exactly clairaudience sounds like. Okay, it sounds like you. You're not crazy. You know, people make jokes about you talking to yourself. You know what? That's a gift. They need to take a second look at these people that they have on medication because I know it sounds funny, but in reality, it's true. They really, really should be looking into what they know. There's a lot of knowledge in those minds. They just don't know how to convey what they know that makes sense. And then frustration sets in and they see so much on a bigger picture that we don't see. You know what I mean? But getting back to clairaudience and how it sounds. So a lot of times you'll hear something in your mind. You'll be like, what was that? What was that I heard? And it sounded like your voice and you repeat it again. That's your clairaudience. Don't ignore it. You'll get that sound that says, hey, you know what? You go the same route every day to and from work or to and from school. And then you'll hear yourself say, you know, make a left. Go this way. And you're like, I'm not making a left. What is this ridiculous? I'm going the way I always go. You're ignoring spirit. These are tests. They're just little tests for the bigger picture and development of your clairaudience skills. So if you're in the middle of, let's say, making a meal, and if you make something the same way every time with the same recipe, and they tell you, you know, you hear something say use a 1/4 teaspoon of this, and you're like, Okay, well, I've never done that. Just do it. Okay, these are just little tests to train your clairaudience skills. Okay, take advantage of these moments. These are the type of signs and things that I was referring to that's being ignored. Okay, and spirit and universe are saying they're ignoring them. They're not listening. So next time, spend more time in silence as well. This may seem odd, but if you have closed caption on your television, try watching TV programs, or not TV programs if you really can stay away from TV, but if you can't, I get it. Use closed caption and start watching maybe movies or TV shows with the closed caption and start reading everything instead of listening. Start training yourself to the silence and stillness of it all. And then it will also train you to be able to hear more clearly. Okay? All right. Here we go. Unawakened twins. Unawakened twins are in attunement with what the awakened needs. I'm going to repeat that. Unawakened twins are in attunement with what the awakened needs. Okay. Attunement, as you know, means the feelings and emotions or whatever of another. It's almost like an empathic type of thing. But they know what's best, or they can feel what the other one needs. That's your twin. Okay? So, with that being said, hang on. Don't let me lose you, okay? They're in attunement with what you need. So, if you need to be what you think is ignored, that's what you're going to get from your twin. If your twin, knows that you are needy or clingy or demanding, you're going to get ignored. Okay? Because they need you to put you sort of in a time out with yourself. This is just a simple example. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because that's not what this is about tonight. But that's just simply an example. So take a second look at yourself. When your twin is ignoring or something, just go through the little checklist. You know what? I could be a little bit, think about things you used to do. Like, damn, that was messed up. Was I really like that? And then you laugh at yourself and you say, You shake your head and you say, you know what? I'm so glad I've matured past that. All right. So give them a break. They know what you need. They know what you need. All right. They're also experiencing atonement. They are being served fear on a platter. Okay. So this feeling, I woke up with anxiety or whatever, it was not mine. It was my twins. And I said, I don't want this. I don't want to share this experience. This is all him. Okay. So your unawakened twin is experiencing fear on a platter served nice and hot. Nice and hot. And their atonements. So let me see if I can break this down for you. Your unawakened twin is standing up, growing a backbone, and facing that fear of you. Okay. Which means that they're thinking about what they've done. So, all the things that you went through, the fears, the vulnerabilities, and all that stuff, they're going through all of that as well. the things that they have done to other people. You know, when we had to go through the right, the wrongs, we saw our inner uglies and things. That's what they're going through. Okay? The unawakened twins will be returning to home. We're home. The awakened twin is home. So some of these unawakened twins are coming back very, very soon. And the fear to coming back is, you know, it's a little overwhelming. Okay? So just, you know, be prepared. Don't be surprised, okay? Okay. They're eager to reach out, but struggling with the approach. They're unsure of response. They're filled with what ifs because of what they have done. They're ashamed. Okay. A lot of them want to say, you know, open communication, and they don't know how you're going to respond. So that is one of the biggest fears. One of the next biggest fears they're trying to face is, what do you say to a person after you treated them like poppycock? All that shizzle, they're going to eat a lot of crow. They got to suck it up and get in there and get to you. Okay, so let's remember, when you finally do hear from your unawakened twin, do not bring up what happened in the past. Okay, now this is important this is so important. Either you want union or you don't. If you're in release, and if you're in forgiveness, and if you're in mending relationships, how could you take it upon yourself to start arguments and all these things once this person finally reaches out to you? You've been watching all these readers and tarot readings and everything about what they're doing, and they're coming to you, and they finally come to you, and this is what you're going to do? No, you're going to swallow that first response, put ego in the back seat where it belongs, woosah yourself, center yourself, and zen. And then you're going to allow them to say whatever it is that they wish to say. You're not going to attack them. You're not going to bring up old shizzle. You're not going to tell them what they should or should not do. You're not going to tell them what you will or not accept. It hasn't even gotten that far. You're not going to already have them married and moving into the house with you. You're going to let them talk. Most awakened twins are the ones with feelings and emotion and open lines of communication. So, you know, we don't want to overwhelm them. Remember that. You do not want to overwhelm them. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, hey, how are you? What's going on? And you're going to play it off like nothing happened. Okay? What you can do is, if you know there was something that was serious going on in their lives before of great magnitude that you had concern with, you could bring that up and say, well, you know, how is everything? Then you let them talk, blah, 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 blah. Then you bring up that thing. You don't bring it up first. All right? You let them say something first. Then you bring that up and you say, well, how'd that go? Okay? And then let them dominate the first line of contact. Do not start running off at the mouth. You don't want that, okay? Some of them may not even be really ready to open lines of communication with you, but they want to try just to see where they stand, okay? So now that's something else. Okay, if that's the case, don't scare them off. If they're not really ready, but they're trying to jump the gun and talk to you anyway, don't do that. Okay? Check in with your higher self and see what you should be doing. or how you should be handling it. Okay? And for those of you that's going to happen to, yay! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! All right. All right. Now, unawakened twins. Some have followed through with the legal steps to finalize current demonstrated relationships. Oh, I think I'm going to read that again. Some have followed through with the legal steps to finalize current demonstrated relationships. This is magnificent, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So the last time I spoke to you, they were looking into this legal stuff. Now, some of them have actually taken the steps to proceed with these legal steps. So give it a little bit of time. This is great news. And you wonder why the etheric twins on the other side of the veil are like, yes, we can see it. We see everything moving and what's all happening. It's a lot of moving parts that we don't see. So, but they can see it coming all together. And congratulations to those that it applies to. All righty. Let's see what's next. Awakened twins. Here we go. 45% of the female gendered awakened twins. I didn't say divine feminine. I said female gender. So I know exactly what I'm saying. All right? 45% of the female gendered awakened twins. I have a message from Spirit. The job you've been looking for is on its way. It's coming. So get ready. Prepare yourself for babysitters and a different lifestyle. I'm sorry if I'm pausing, but this is coming in. A different lifestyle, and prepare yourself. It's going to take you for a whirlwind. It can be overwhelming, but you're going to make through it, and I'm very happy for you. I'm extremely happy. And some of you have been waiting for such a long time and struggling so much till some of your stories, they just I pray for you every night, you know, and look over you every night. Okay? So I'm very happy for you. So prepare yourselves. Okay. Let's see who's next. The awakened twins are maturing. That obsessive desire is subsided and the focus has switched to self-love. And this is why all this stuff is happening. Because the awakened twin is matured, they've gotten to switching focus. They know that, you know what? You know, what we talked about before, that, you know, I'm important and I must love me. So until I love me, nobody else can love me. Universe can't send me love if I don't love me. So 2 thumbs. How about that? 2 thumbs up for that. Okay. Awakened twins are releasing all that no longer serves them or in their, you know, not in their greatest and highest good. Good for you. Again, self-love, checking in. What's best for you? Things is happening. See how this works? See how this is working? You guys are really doing something. Ooh. Chills. This is fantastic. This is really, really coming into fruition. 2018 has just been one whirl spin, you know what I'm saying, of things. And we're just going to leave it at that. How about that? 2019 is going to be better. Okay. Your higher self is in attunement with what is best for you. Don't question the changes. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time. Your higher self is in attunement with what is best for you. Don't question the changes. All right? If you find yourself getting rid of things, or you're fighting or in battle with yourself to get rid of things, changing your style of clothes, changing your attitude, or things that you used to like, you don't like anymore. your diet is changing. Okay? If you pay attention, it might even be changing and you're not even noticing it. When you're in the grocery store, right? Are you picking up things, say, you find yourself starting to read labels? That's your higher self. That means you're in attunement. That means that you're really getting in touch with yourself, your true self, your true being, and whom and what you're supposed to be while you're here. So, don't fight it. All right? If your kids say, what's going on with you? Say, you know what? I'm just doing some better things. We need to make some changes. Everybody needs to make some changes. And we're going to do some changes for the better because we need to eat better. We need to feel better. Whatever story you come up with, that's fine. All right? And if you pay attention, we can't lie anymore. That's another way you can tell that you're in attunement with your higher self and who you truly are. Go try and tell a lie and see what happens. Something you know is not true. See if you feel uncomfortable trying to say it. See if you're uncomfortable even thinking about trying to say it. See if you have to see if you say it and then you turn around and say, well, not really, and then fix it. There's another way. So, kudos to you on that. Self-attunement through chakra alignment and divine law. Okay. Some of you are out of balance and trying to be in balance and in attunement with yourself, in your higher self. So the only way and the best way to do that is through your chakra alignment, right? And the divine law to be in alignment with all of that, right? Well, in the description box below, of course, a compilation. A playlist compilation of aligning your chakras and attuning everything within yourself so that you can get in higher contact with your higher self and all that is. This compilation is to be listened to while sleeping. Remember I said the best way to attack ego is from behind? And this is how you do it while you're sleeping. Listen for 7 days. The instructions are below. Now, I have also included in the description box another phenomenal morning meditation for energy flow. Okay? And trust me, Steve Noble is the best, the absolute best in this. So, that's who that is by, and that's also in the description box below. Okay. Let's see. No more restless sleep. Sleep quality will enhance once in alignment, but duration is another story. Okay. So if you'll notice, the more you get in touch and in tune with your higher self, more in alignment with all that is, you'll notice that you're starting to sleep harder. Now, I'm not going to promise that you're going to sleep longer. You may find yourself waking up sooner. But with that time you're supposed to do is get in touch with spirit guides, source, and higher self. Okay, take that moment to do that. Reflect. In fact, when you wake up immediately, see if you're waking up from a dream. If you're waking up from a dream, immediately voice record it, what you remember, no matter if it's crazy, if it's just pieces of it, just record everything. Okay, that's also a training tool that Spirit uses so that you can recall your dreams and you get dream messages. Okay, and channels and things, okay, that they're trying to speak to you about your dreams. All right, you don't have to know how to decipher your dreams. Just write the things down and then find someone who does decipher dreams and they can decipher them for you. Okay, It's simple as that. All right. You don't have to do it yourself. We're here to help each other. So just, like I said, woosah. All right. Hey, do you feel that energy? I'm going to send that out to you. There's my left hand energy. Touch the screen and feel that. And then here's my right one. Sending lots of healing through there. How about that? That's nice, isn't it? Nice and warm. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Okay. Like I said, we can't promise that you will have extensive duration of sleep, but it will be a better quality of sleep. All right. Something else you'll find yourself doing, maybe you want to check in. There are a lot of aches and pains and different things that are going on with your body. With the DNA reconfigurations, the body shifts, the ascension symptoms, the awakening process itself, the fact that you're carrying a lot of baggage from previous incarnations, you're going to have to release. Sometimes the energy gets blocked and put in different places, which causes pain and things. So please stop taking medication for this. Okay, start weaning yourself off of these drugs and these medications and things. Try to find alternative herbs and things for your body. Okay, we don't want to weigh it down while we're trying to ascend, and the body doesn't need it. The body can heal itself. That's a whole nother story. Not going to get into it now, but the cells can regenerate. If the body's meant to regenerate itself, you think about it. While when a body is decomposing, the hair is still growing. Don't you find that interesting? All right, look into it. Cells, with the ascension and everything, you can talk to them and tell them, hey, you know what? We're not doing this anymore. I don't need you to carry this DNA marker of this injury from a previous incarnation anymore. Go into a meditation. Say, hey, in 8, I need you to find that marker. Destroy it, because we do not need to take it on. I already know the situation. I know it's there. Ask what the lesson is behind it. Do you remember when it happened? Ask for the Akashic record. Kill it, move on, and grow, okay? And just ascend, all right? Very simple process. It seems complicated, but if you take a moment and just sit in yourself and have a talk with your higher self, your guides or something, and say, you know what? I need a little help here to figure this out. But speak to your innate. Your innate knows everything it is to know about your body, okay? All right. Let's see. What else? Make space in 3D in preparation of their return. If you are a messy person, okay, start training yourself with some self-discipline, okay? Not saying that you have to be Happy Susie homemaker. Definitely not saying that. But I'm saying start paying attention to some of the things that you do. Some of the habits that you have. I was listening to Patricia McNeely. She's phenomenal with, dealing with physical things and the twin flames. Anyway, she was saying something that, in regards to, like preparing for your 3D. And I agree with that 100%. If you don't, and she tried to be as discreet about it as possible. I think she's adorable. But what I was paying attention to is like she was making a statement like, check your undergarments. You know what I'm saying? My mother, and I'm quite sure a lot of your mothers out there trained you the same way. Don't get caught out there if something happened to you in some horrible underwear. If you get caught out there in a bad accident or something, or someone gets caught out there and they have to go to the hospital, are you going to be shamed? Is your stuff being held together with safety pins? Just saying, okay? That's not self-love either. Is that all the best that you feel you deserve? Now, let me tell you something. I used to tell my kids, you don't go out in holes. We just don't do that. All right? But then after they started growing up and everything, and then I started waking up and whatnot, and they left for college, they went to the service or whatever. And I started looking at my things. And I said, I've sacrificed a long time so that they would have. All right? How many of us or how many of you have done that? Sacrificed that long. Don't do it anymore. All right? Throw those holes in the garbage and get something new. A lot of places take layaway. 30 days, 60 days. Ask if they have layaway. And put some things, nice things on layaway for yourself. Okay? Let's stop this. All right? We deserve better. We should treat ourselves better so that so we know how another one is supposed to treat us. If we don't treat ourselves better, then we're just going to be so grateful at whatever comes along to treat us better, no matter how much they mistreat us. I don't even know if that makes sense to you, but some of you get what I'm saying. I know it. Okay? All right. Let's see what's next. Unblock twins, open lines of communication. Contact them and wish them Happy New Year. That's all. Don't do no more than that. Okay, let me read that again one more time. Unblock your twin and open the lines of communication. Contact them and wish them Happy New Year. But that's all. Okay? Now, this one may not apply to all of you, but some of you have been wavering. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Those of you that are should I? Shouldn't I? Do it. Those of you that are asking should I? Then do it. Unblock your twin. Open the line of communication. Say Happy New Year. And that's it. Don't do anything more. Don't ask them any questions. Don't expect any reply either. That's something else you must understand. They will not reply. Now, if you can send them a Happy New Year without expectations, then you know how far your progress has been and how far you've grown in your twin flame journey. Do not expect anything in return. But this will give them a chance to see, oh, they don't hate me. Your unawakened twin that's in fear of reaching out with them inside. This will get them out of their heads about the what ifs, right? So that's what we want to do, okay? All right. Let's see. Where else? Oh, this is something that's very big that I only do not shoot the messenger, but this is what I am told to spread, okay? This is for the atheist and agnostic twins. The clairaudient messages you are hearing are directly from God's source. Unlock your wisdom and remove your restrictive growth. Remember, no belief is a belief in itself. When I heard this, received this from source, I said, that's a pretty big step that you want me to convey. But before anyone jumps all over me, I want you, that this applies to you atheistic and agnostic twins, to go within yourself and just sit in yourself for a minute. Ask your inner self, Is this true? Inner knowing is not a religion. Reconnect to source and all that is. Look around. The world is waking up. Start meditating. For your crown chakras are blocked. See the description below to have all of your chakras opened. Okay? And that energy restored. It's difficult for us to make change. We're all going through a change and a metamorphosis in ourselves. Embrace the change. There are things that I have learned on my journey that I can't share with everyone because everyone is not meant to know. And when you're giving knowledge, like that, and you can't share it with everyone, all you can do is just sit back and observe. Some of the things I have learned on my journey has kicked my royal ass. And I'm just going to put it there where it is. So strong in my belief. Just, I was open to things. I began being open to everything and it started clicking. I was like, yes, that's right. That makes a lot of sense. And then it started peeling away all those layers I told you about. And then it started making sense. My inner knowing, tuition, just go like this, and it starts pouring in and everything starts opening up. Open the mind. Open up to wisdom, okay? If you restrict yourself to just this, you're rigid like this, you're not open to everything, you can't possibly help another with a closed mind. There are things that I learned in my journey that would definitely be blasphemous. And I would be going to hell in a breadbasket and set on fire for eternal life. For even considering the thought of thinking that's right or possible. A lot of you are hearing things. And what you're hearing is from source. You all know who you are. Okay? And I wish you the very, very, very best and the most strength. I'm sending you lots of love and light and healing because it's a big step for you. A big step. But as I said before, there are a lot of diverse twins in every sector. And the purpose is so that we can help those ascend that are in those same communities. I thought I was going to break this up, and I decided not to. The flow was just too easy, It's coming in like a shower. So this one is a little longer. But I wish you the best, all of you twins. I wish you the best in everything and all that you have deserve. Okay, this is your birthright, as Cryon would say, for the best of your abundance, the most of your abundance. Okay, love, happiness, monetary energy, all of it. Okay. Now, I am told that happiness and joy is in the future. Once all the twins are in attunement as a collective. I just saw all this laughter and all this happiness. It's coming. Those days of the Nine of Swords, they're falling off. They're just falling by the wayside, and I'm so happy that they are. Okay? So, excuse me. Just be patient. Keep doing what you're doing. Everything, like I said before, is going to be all right. Okay? Well, that sums it all up. This has been a magnificent day, and I'm very excited about all the information that I received for the collective and how they're excited about the frequencies aligning and everything. So do take advantage of the stuff that I always put in the description boxes. Please do. All right? Take a look at them. And it's very significant. All right? Okay. Well, I love you all. All atheists and agnostics especially. I love you guys because you have a big step to fill. Big step to make, you know? So, and I know you can make it that big leap. Okay? Love to all. Wonders to thee. Ciao.